And by now, Super Tuesday is well underway. And One America's Cramer explains the history of Super Tuesday and why the original idea did not produce the intended results.
It's fitting that Super Tuesday 2016 follows Leap Day, as both are once every 4-year rarities. But instead of an extra day, Super Tuesday adds a little extra excitement to the primary election. While much of the country's political process dates back to the days of George Washington, Super Tuesday as we know it dates back to a different George H.W. Bush. His first presidential bid took place in 1980, when Super Tuesday began to take shape. On March 11th of that year, 3 southern states, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia, held their primaries on the same day. Super Tuesday, up to that time, had been used to describe the final Tuesday of the primary season in June, but it would soon take a new meaning. 4 years later, several more states joined in, as the 3 southern states added other regions like New England, as Rhode Island and Massachusetts both scheduled their primaries on the same Tuesday. During that election, Walter Mondale lost out to Ronald Reagan and Bush, who secured a second term in power. By 1988, Democrats were weary, and many Southern Party members called for a more moderate candidate to oppose the Republicans. The idea of a massive Super Tuesday had several goals. It could potentially increase the influence of the South in the primary process and increase voter turnout. On March 8, 1988, residents in 21 total states or territories took to the polls, but the results were less than spectacular. Instead of uniting around one Democratic candidate, the votes were split, and the plan backfired. Jesse Jackson, Al Gore, and Michael Dukakis all won Super Tuesday primaries in the southern region, and Dukakis was the eventual Democratic nominee, only to lose to George H.W. Bush in the general election. While the 1988 Super Tuesday failed to put a Democrat in office, that wasn't the case 4 years later. Bill Clinton would ride strong Super Tuesday performances in numerous southern states all the way to the Oval Office. But the number of states that participated in 1992's Super Tuesday paled in comparison to 1988's 21 states and territories. That number would not be surpassed until 2008, when a record 25 states or territories voted on February 5th. On the Republican side, it was a decisive win for John McCain, as rival Mitt Romney was forced to drop out soon after Super Tuesday.
We won primaries in the West, the South, the Midwest, and the Northeast. And although I've never minded the role of the underdog and have relished as much as anyone come from behind wins, tonight I think we must get used to the idea that we are the Republican Party frontrunner for the nomination.
Super Tuesday 2008 was split on the Democratic side between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Nevertheless, it was Obama who would go on to win the nomination and eventually the presidency.
But there is one thing on this February night that we do not need the final results to know. Our time has come.
Super Tuesday 2012 was a chance for Romney to make up for his past performance. He won 6 out of 10 states on March 6, 2012. It was the spark the former Massachusetts governor needed. He went on to win 37 states, 4 territories, and Washington, D.C. en route to securing the GOP presidential nomination.
What a great night. There are 3 states now tonight under our belt and counting. We're going to get more before this night is over. We're on our way.
So if previous years are any indication, Super Tuesday 2016 could very well decide the next president of the United States. Cramer, One America News.